Hey guys, welcome back. Another holiday, another perpetrator. We have another little robbery action going on. There's a weird twist to this one that we're going to get into a little bit later on. So make sure you buckle up and stay tuned for that. We have one of the, it doesn't take much. The people that are doing this are not very smart, so typically they're going to leave a fat trail behind, like, video footage of their face. We're going to take a look at here. So now we're going to go tune into Old Town Hobbies and Games. This is a game store in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we're going to see what's going on. So if you're in that area and you know who this is, please reach out to me. Please let him know that he shouldn't be doing this. He can't be stealing anymore. If you have a game store, if you have a collection, be sure you're locking everything up tight. Make sure you have a surveillance in place. They had surveillance in place, and it paid off. It definitely paid off this time. Let's take a look at the video first. We'll take a look at the footage, and we're going to take a look at their post, and then we're going to get a little bit more insight later on in the video here about who it is, what it is, what's going on. Wait. Here we go. We got that's the update. We got to go to the video first. So they say, help us identify this thief. Please share. We had a late night visitor and he stole all of our Pokemon cards. Please, if you have any information as to who this person is, contact the store or 242 cops. This is a huge blow to us. Many of you know our binders and our singles. He has it. Help us get it back. If we have ever hooked you up or helped you out or brought a smile to your kiddo's face, please help us by sharing this. Well, don't worry. We're going to share this for sure. He even took the binder of shame. It's the binder of shame, like when you get terrible pulls. So this guy, as brilliant as he is, he decides, hey, I should definitely put my face near the camera. He clearly knows what he's looking for. It's almost like he's been in there before. Spoiler alert for what's to come. Now, they've got the update here. Let's take a look at this. You have always meant the world to us. Everything Joe and I are able to give our children is because of your continued support and friendship. We are honored to be your small business. That's the thing, too. It's like, it's bad enough if you're a dirty crook and you're stealing from places like Walmart or stuff like that. That's embarrassing. You should be embarrassed if you're doing that sort of thing. But even worse, if you're stealing from small businesses, these are families. These are people that work very hard. It is very difficult for anyone that isn't aware to run and operate a card store or a game store of any kind. And that's without having crooks breaking in, taking your stuff while you're there, taking your stuff while you're not there. Be very careful, guys. Do not trust. Do not let anyone handle anything. Do not let make sure everything's in place as much as possible and then double it up. Just as much as possible. Surveillance equipment is worth it in the long run. It's a real shame because somewhere that it's got to have bars on the windows. It's got to look like a prison, essentially, and you'll still get people trying to break in. We have received numerous helpful tips and leads today and have felt the outpouring of love you have given us. Your volunteer hours, generosity, and visits have been the silver lining to this otherwise difficult time. So if you're nearby, feel free to give them a little visit. Go in, buy something. Buy something that you need anyway. Maybe consider buying it from there rather than somewhere else. I mean, at this point in time, this crazy market, it's very difficult for stores to get inventory whatsoever. Prismatic, this distribution, the Pokemon Company, the whole chain of events, supply chain, the whole supply chain has absolutely shafted small stores. It's unfortunate because there's a lot of bad sets that came out. Well, not bad. They're good sets, but bad financial sets that have come out, starting with Scarlet and Violet Base all the way up through Twilight Masquerade. It was rough. It's tough. These stores have to also compete with prices online. Sometimes the prices online are actually less than what they can purchase the product for. So keep that in mind when you're shopping at your local store. If you're going in there, if you're playing games, if you enjoy it, they provide a lot. There's a ton of overhead that goes into having a physical location, and sketchy detchies that are going to steal from them are not making that any easier. That said, our thief is still at large. Please continue to share the videos and images we posted as much as possible. You can tune into KRQE at 10 p.m. for the latest updates. We hope to see you soon. We'll be open for regular business hours this week. All the love and appreciation, Gabby, Joe, Joseph, and Mia. Sad to see it. Hate to see it. What I do like to see, though, is the link tree. Thanks for using the link tree, guys. Because of you guys, this is all possible. I can make the content I need to make. Whether or not it gets enough views, whether or not, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You guys are awesome. You've been shopping at the places here: the Troll and Toad, the Securus Card Shop, Card Trader, Card Market, Collector app for tracking your collection. Use the discount codes if you can when you're buying the stuff that you're going to buy anyway to support the channel rather than send me money. Make sure you're on Buy.e. If you're not on Buy.e, if you're on the Japanese collector end of things, that's the place to go. You got to be careful. You got to know what you're doing. There's scammers on platforms that you can purchase from in Japan. Buy.e purchases the items for you, but you need to do the due diligence and make sure you're not buying from some sketchy dude on Yahoo Japan or elsewhere. Mercari, I guess, too. You gotta be very careful on those more than anything. If you need help with that, join the Discord Saturdays, happy hour chat. But thank you guys for thinking about me, taking an extra couple seconds. Do not send me money. I'd rather you click on some links and buy the stuff that you're gonna buy anyway. Now, Yahoo News. We got the old news. We got the KRQE Albuquerque. Thousands of dollars worth of Pokemon cards stolen from Old Town Shop. And they show some of the footage here. Just pretty disgusting stuff. Let's see if we can get some of the footage. Like the damage that's done to break in to steal some cards. It's pretty disgusting. So they got pictures of them. They're going to talk about them, but we're going to read through the article instead, because it's mostly just them kind of rehashing the article itself. A staple in the Albuquerque trading card and games community has been hit by a thief, and they're sharing their story. We opened up a little hobby shop down in Old Town, and it started off with me just wanting to sell some board games here in the plaza, and we quickly evolved into a card shop. I mean, that's what you kind of have to do. You need to have a variety of things. You need to have what the customers are coming in to purchase. That's kind of how it operates, how it runs, how it operates. Game stores without Pokemon, without your Magic the Gathering, your Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that would have a very hard time. Just like board games or anything like that, not a whole lot of money in it. And if somebody buys a board game, it's usually a one and done. So it's not renewable income, I guess. Said Joe Benitez, owner of Old Town Hobbies and Games. Alongside selling board games and trading cards for games like Magic the Gathering and other dice games, their biggest seller is Pokemon cards. Not a surprise. It's like chasing stock market with things you can hold, said Benitez. All right, what do we got here? We got the other articles that are in the middle there. We are not hit and run drivers are not part of this video. We're not going to talk about that. Old Town Hobbies and Games has been around for about 4 years and in this new location for about 6 months now. Man, 6 months and you already got to deal with these absolute G-baller wiener baby extremes. In their entire time of being in business, they have never experienced something like this before. I was getting ready for bed. All my notifications went off on my phone that something was happening. I looked in and I saw a gentleman crawling through our window. This is like pretty much have to be like in the store 24/7. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Benitez said that on Saturday night, the man climbed onto the roof, jumped into the courtyard, and ripped the rebar off the window before breaking in, going for one thing and one thing only. You guessed it, Pokemon cards. He went straight for the Pokemon. He did not touch anything else. He knew where our cases were, said Benitez, so it's roughly $7,000 to $10,000 worth of cards. That is a huge hit for a small business. We're still cataloging everything to see exactly what was taken. To add insult to injury, he had been in the store. He sold me cards before. I know who he is. Good. The law enforcement needs to be able to do more about this. There needs to be a more severe punishment for these people that are breaking in here, that are hurting small businesses, that are hurting everyone involved. Also, they can make a quick buck, or it's probably not a Pokemon fix. It's probably a fix of other kinds. Benitez wants to warn other card shops to be vigilant with the Christmas holiday just weeks away. We've seen it, guys. Be careful. We saw it recently. Ace grading. People are relentless. Like, just disgusting what they would do to other people in order to make a quick buck, make an easy buck, and avoid honest work. They've reached out to the police and they are investigating. Anyone with information on this person or the card stolen is asked to call 505-242-COPS. So you can call them. You can reach out to me. If there's anything urgent, if you have information on this or anything else that I've covered, please hit me with the old @Rattle in the Discord. It's the best way to get in touch with me. My DMs are kind of absolutely slopped up at the moment. Hoping to get through a lot of that in the coming weeks. But again, if it's urgent, that's the best way to get in touch with me. I usually have it open on a second monitor. I can see when you tag me, I'll get right on it. So that's what we got today. Unfortunate. Be careful out there, guys. Whether it's your home, whether it's your game store, whatever it might be careful. There's somebody out there that wants to steal your Pokemon cards. And yes, the more valuable they become, the more mainstream they become, and more people know that they're valuable, even if they're not interested in it. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. And then they're going to look for opportunities to steal from you, whether it's while you're there or not. Be as vigilant as you possibly can. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching all the way through here. Thanks for joining the Discord. I'll see you guys next time. Take care of each other out there. It's a bad place. There's a lot of bad stuff going on. I know I'm constantly highlighting it, but I just want everyone to know the perils that exist with collecting, with owning a store, with anything else. Prep yourself as much as possible, even when you're vending. Get a camera set up. Make sure there's no one fondling your cards, slipping some cards into their pocket. There are bad people out there. Thanks for tuning in.